The Texas State ring ceremony began in 2004 when the student body president at the time, Ernie Dominguez, petitioned to start the tradition at the university. The ring design always remains the same, which is part of the Texas State tradition. The class ring is a symbol of the connection students have with their fellow classmates. It captures both memories and academic achievements. The Texas State students wear their rings to declare their Bobcat pride and unite with other alumni. The honor of having an official class ring is reserved exclusively for graduates and students who have finished 75 cumulative credit hours at Texas State. The university sells about 1,400 to 1,500 rings each year. The class ring has a unique design. The Texas Lone Star symbol is centered on the top of the ring set upon an oak and laurel leaf wreath. Students can choose to highlight the star with a cubic zirconia or diamond if they wish. The Texas State University name and 1899 founding date are written around the crown of the ring so students never forget their alma mater. Texas State class rings are made by Balfour. The company has a factory in Austin, 30 minutes away from San Marcos, where Texas State class rings are manufactured. After Balfour has the design of the ring from the university, they create a set of tools that reflects the design. From those tools, the company creates a wax pattern to mold the class rings. A sales representative will visit the Texas State campus several times a year to take orders. After the orders are received, the process of making a Texas State class ring begins in the wax department. The company creates a wax pattern of what the custom ring will look like. The ring then goes to the casting department, where manufacturers take the wax pattern and cast it into a metal ring. The metal ring then travels to the finish line, where it goes through a variety of different polishing and grinding procedures to create the final product. Every ring is handcrafted and goes through at least 35 different operations. Unlike most manufactured paraphernalia, class rings are not made by robots or produced by machines. People handcraft the rings, making no two alike. Although Texas State rings look similar, they all have differences, such as types of metal and engravings, making them each unique to the person they are made for. After the rings are completed, they travel to the shipping area of Balfour, where they are boxed and await the official presentation at the university. The ceremony brings excitement and pride to students receiving their rings and their families. Pictures are taken and shared through social media. The university works with Balfour to promote the class rings with information on the school's website and social media.
Balfour is really great to work with because all the ring orders go through them. If there's trouble with somebody's ring, if it's damaged or if it needs to be resized, they take care of all that very quickly as well. The ring ceremony, the way it works is students all gather at Strahan Coliseum. They invite all their friends and family to watch them as they receive their ring. The ring ceremony is the first opportunity for students to see the ring they ordered for the first time, so there's a lot of excitement about that.
As of this moment, I am very excited because, like I said, many of my friends are getting their ring with me, so that's one part. Second, my family's coming from Midland, which is where we're from, and they're all my brother and my mom are gonna be here, so that's cool. And I'm also just excited to be one step closer to graduating. Just having the ring is gonna be I guess some motivation that's kind of lacking right now, so that's exciting about that.
So they get their ring, and then their name is announced, and they walk in front of the stage to the fountain that we have filled with San Marcos River water, and then the student places the ring on their finger and dips it in the fountain while there's a photographer there to take their picture.
Overall, this occasion, I think I'll remember this for the rest of my life because it's like the first actual tangible sign that I am graduating next semester. Every time I look at this ring, I'll just know that I have one more semester left and then I'll graduate. So yeah, I'm very excited, I'm very happy, very proud. I feel very, very proud to be a Bobcat.
5 years ago, Texas State became a tobacco-free campus, banning all types of tobacco as well as e-cigarettes. While some students are glad the university is tobacco-free, there are those who find it an inconvenience.
I understand why we have to come down here, but I kind of wish that I was able to just smoke wherever I wanted.
However, Student Health Center Director Emilio Cranco says over the past few years, the number of violations on campus has decreased.
Every year we've seen less and less violation of the smoking policy.
The Student Health Center offers a free smoking cessation program and provides lower rates on medication to help students quit smoking.
The studies are pretty clear that the most effective way to quit is really through a combination of counseling and medication. And we offer that at the Student Health Center.
Last year, only 9 students took part in the smoking cessation program.
Now that you can buy nicotine gum and lozenges and even patches over the counter, I think a lot of people try to do it on their own, but I think what they're not hearing is that using just medicine by itself is not as effective as the counseling component and the medication together.
Some students say they'd rather try to quit on their own.
I have a very good basis of people that I can rely on to keep me accountable to quit, and so it's kind of like I know that I have support, and so I feel like I don't need necessarily a group because I already have it.
The tobacco policy is renewed each year, and students are encouraged to review and follow it. For Bobcat Update, I'm Taylor Hughes.
With more than 400 million users, Instagram is making changes to accommodate the interests of its predominantly 18 to 34-year-old user demographic. Rather than a chronological timeline, the app's algorithm will now sort and choose posts based on the user's activity.
What we want to see isn't necessarily what the most popular thing is, and you follow certain people for a reason, and just because someone isn't the most popular doesn't mean that you want their post to fall through the cracks or that you want to be notified every time they have a post.
Many users are urging their followers to turn on notifications for their posts so followers receive an alert every time they post. There's concern that the user's post might be drowned out by more popular ones.
Because not only do I have my Instagram and Walter's Instagram, I have the Bubble Believers Instagram, and if they're only getting notified if they click the notification thing, then I won't tell anyone.
For accounts with a big number of likes and followers, such as the official Texas State Instagram, the change might come as a benefit.
I think we do a good job of providing consistently high quality content, so I think it's going to actually probably help us more than it's going to hurt us. I think some universities might actually get a little bit of a hit, but I think ours is going to do pretty well through it.
But for regular users, the algorithm change might be an inconvenience because of the extra steps required to keep up with their peers' posts.
I feel like I would feel creepy if I kept getting notifications when my friends were posting pictures a little bit, and now it's more of like a subtle thing as opposed to getting notifications constantly when people are posting pictures.
What is currently a mixed feed of selfies, Throwback Thursdays, and memes will soon transition into what Instagram finds the most relevant for you. May the best content win. For Bobcat Update, I'm Daniela Gavrete.
A nearly empty parking lot will likely be filled soon, having more traffic than it's seen in nearly a decade. At one time, the Springtown Shopping Center, located at Thorpe Lane and Springtown Way, had more than 10 businesses. Now, there are only 4. The shopping center was recently purchased by Austin-based Endeavor Real Estate Group, and it's safe to say Springtown is in for a massive overhaul. Gold's Gym will be one of the first new businesses to open. Tyler Garibay, one of Gold Gym's personal trainers, says he's excited.
I'm pretty stoked. I know the Gold Gyms in Austin really thrived, and I feel like San Marcos is going to really thrive as well. Right now, we really only have a couple of gyms outside of the rec, and Gold Gym, like Nick just said, it's going to be one of the biggest in Central Texas, and we're going to have all those amenities, so it's going to be really awesome.
The nearly 108,000-foot shopping center was built in 1974. Until about 7 years ago, it housed national powerhouse retailers such as Target, Best Buy, and JCPenney. The big franchises, though, moved to new locations south of town, leaving behind empty retail space that seems like a ghost town. The 4 current tenants are Bath & Body Works, WellMed, Twin Liquors, and H&R Block. Nearby, demolition has begun on what had been a Fur's restaurant. Chewy's will soon occupy that location. Evo plans to open an entertainment center where Target used to be. And, on the north side of the shopping center, a McAllister's Deli will be popping up.
Texas State junior Veronica Ramirez says Springtown offers convenience.
I think so. It's close to campus, and I think bringing the businesses too is going to bring more opportunity for students to have something to do, more entertainment for them. So I think it'll be good.
There's still about 50,000 feet of retail space that hasn't been leased yet, so more surprises are possible for future customers. For Bobcat Update, I'm May Gillen.